I said, we're just going to take it to, like, no, our friend Eric, he can fix cell phones, and he replaces screens on cell phones. He can do any, he can fix most regular problems on your phone. And he has the tools, like, because Chad's like, well, I could probably fix it, I just don't have the right, because you need a little star and tiny.
Yeah.
And
I think it should be this long.
Thanks. Guess we are time to stop. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our city. We're here in City Hall tonight. We have a couple of great guests. Thanks for joining us last week as we were out at Discovery Park talking to Michelle Burns about the Halloween hike. Boy, we did that on Saturday night, and let me tell you, it was a wonderful event, always is, but freezing cold. So we're going to have some cold again tomorrow, I hear, but we'll weather through it. I just wanted to give you a couple of snapshots into what we've been up to lately. We had coffee with the mayor about a week and a half ago. We went out to Lutheran Living Senior Campus. I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to not calling them Lutheran homes, but it was really fun. We had a lot of people joined us from the community as well as those that lived there, and had some good discussions and answered a lot of questions and asked a few more. But it was really nice. We got a couple of snapshots we're going to show you from Coffee with the Mayor. And just as a reminder, our next Coffee with the Mayor will be next Tuesday, and we're going to be at Bickford. So we went to Sunnybrook and we went to Lutheran Living. And next, this month, we're going to go to Bickford. But it sure has been a lot of fun getting out and going to different places and giving other people who don't necessarily have the opportunity to get out and about to attend Coffee with the Mayor and ask some questions. Some other things we've been doing, we've had a couple of ribbon cuttings last week. We did Muscatine Power and Water. If you haven't been inside, and I'm, pardon me? Okay, yeah, yep. I started to say Muscatine Power and Water. Sorry, I got off on an offshoot there. But if you haven't been out to Muscatine Power and Water and been inside, they have redone the whole lobby. It's so much more user-friendly. It's very comfortable. I typically just drive through and drop off my payment. But if you have an opportunity to get inside and check it out, it's really nice. And the other ribbon cutting we did recently was Iowa State Extension. They moved. You know, they used to be kind of across from Hines, but now they moved over on Plaza Place. So they're over by the mall, by Phillips Brothers, kind of over in that area. If you, Dr. Richard, there was a chiropractor in there for a while, so, but in that area right there, it's a really nice facility. I think it'll be a really good home for Iowa State University Extension. So if you haven't had a chance to check them out, do that as well. Well, we're going to welcome our first guest, Amy Hustle from the Y.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Amy. So, you're all decked out to talk about the upcoming event.
Yeah, casino night for the YMCA, yes. I mean, anytime I get a chance to, like dress up or put some costumes on, here I go.
Yeah,
that's me. So,
so tell us about Casino Night.
So Casino Night, this is our third annual Casino Night, and it is a fundraiser for our Partners campaign. And if you don't know what that is, that's what we do scholarships out of for families who might not otherwise afford to be able to be members of the Y. But we also do all of our outreach, so the youth and teen programs. So like all of our 80 hours of teen programming, it supports that. Our youth sports programs, all need some of that extra funding because we don't charge enough to make any money or to get by. So
bare bones.
But also our family program services, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Special Olympics. If you see us out at community events and stuff, so it helps support any of that outreach that we're doing, whether it's in our building or outside of our building. And so it's a really important. Funding source that we have for the community, and that's why we do our casino night, is so that we can kind of help fill that void.
I always like to share that we really want to serve the whole community at the Y.
Yes.
And because we're like a family, we feel. And so in order to do that and be able to provide especially memberships to families on a sliding fee scale, it makes it tough financially. So
does.
this is an opportunity for the community to help us raise some money to
Yes.
support that.
And it's really a fun way.
It's so fun.
So
I know.
it is a really fun way to support the community.
Mm-hmm.
We do encourage, so the event is November 8th. And we are at the National Pearl Button Museum again this year. This is our second year there with them, and I'm excited because they've actually remodeled, and I haven't seen the remodel yet. So, but we'll have a nice open floor plan upstairs that will fit just wonderfully with our theme too, which is
sure.
Great Gatsby, which would be the
Which is why you have this funny thing growing out the side of your head.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
So we do, it's not required that you dress up, but it really does make the evening a lot more fun.
It adds to the fun, doesn't
and
it?
I see most people who are like, oh, I really wish I would have dressed up, and so, it's a Great Gatsby theme. It is Halloween time, so it's easy to find some of this stuff.
It is.
And even for you add some feathers, a boa. And it's that easy too. So a black dress for women, and you add some feathers, and you can.
And you're good to go.
You can be good to go, or you can add the headpieces like I have.
And I found mine on Amazon for very little money.
Yeah, and I did see that they had some at Walmart even.
Oh, did you
So
really?
I was out checking. And for guys, it's just a hat, and a white shirt and black pants, and even suspenders if you have them. But so it's not hard to do a lot of these things you actually probably have. Now, not everybody has feathers. I probably have. I own 3 tiaras, so
There you go. Because you're a princess.
so not everybody has 3 tiaras in their closet or feathers in their closet, but most of us have something that would work. But yeah, Amazon Prime does come in really handy for the event as you're coming up.
Even though it's not shopping local.
Yes.
But I bet you there's some places you can find too at Goodwill.
Yes, and like I said, it's Halloween time now, so any of those things, there's a lot of stuff out. But the night is, we will have, it's casino night too, so we're at the Great Gatsby theme, and then, but we're playing games too. So everybody's ticket, it's $40 per adult. It is an adult fundraiser, but comes with a little startup cash, so that you can start your gambling for the night.
Games.
So startup tokens, I guess, would be a better word.
Yes.
But we'll have craps and roulette, blackjack, and poker. And then we also, for some of us who aren't as adventurous, we have Plinko, which is usually a hit. But it is really fun. We have volunteer dealers who have been all of our dealers have come back every year. So
that tells you something.
Yeah, so our dealers are, our volunteers, and they're they're a lot of fun, and they, what you see on the screen is the craps table, and oh my gosh, they have so much fun at the craps table, and they just
hear
get into
nothing
it.
but laughing.
Yes.
Laughing and cheering and yay. Oh yeah.
And then if you do, I'm not very good at gambling, so I go through mine pretty fast. So the nice thing is, another way to support, there's a couple of our dealers. So the couple ways you can support is actually buying in for more tokens, and so you can keep playing. But at the end of the night, we do have some great grand prizes too. So we got a $750 travel voucher from Muscatine Travel, and we have a Jumer's Casino package and an iPad for our top 3 winning people with winnings.
So at the end of the night, whoever has the most chips, is that how it works?
Yep, the most dollars. And then in between, we have live music. So Joey Pete is playing this year.
Very good.
And Geneva will be supplying heavy hors d'oeuvres. None of us went home hungry last year.
You really don't need to eat, but you really, your $40 covers your
entire night,
meal.
unless you, And then there's a cash bar.
Yes.
And Geneva will be running that too. So they supply our heavy hors d'oeuvres and the cash bar. So we are always, we're grateful to
Sure.
the museum and to Geneva and all of those people who donated for our grand prizes, because without them we wouldn't be able to. And then there's going to be silent auction and silent auction baskets and stuff too. So
Really nice. Now, for parking, are we going to talk to the Merrill about using that parking lot right across the street?
you probably should have mentioned that a little bit
I
earlier.
know. I bring it right up live. There you go.
I will talk with them because
Because
last
I
year
remember-
they did let us park in their upper
but
lot.
we didn't have no way of letting people know.
So I will be talking with them, and hopefully
Okay.
we'll be.
So
we should have had that.
we should have had that on there.
But I didn't talk to them yet
No.
because that was one of those checkoff lists that
That's
I
right.
didn't think about.
That's
So
right.
luckily I'm on the show tonight because now
Uh-huh.
we got that done.
Yes. So watch Facebook. We'll let you know on Facebook whether or not you can park in that lot, because if so, and I'm sure as long as they don't have a big event
Yeah.
going on, it won't be a problem. They've been very generous. But it's very, very handy
Yeah,
to
it's
just
right
park
across the
there
street.
and walk right in. But by the same token, it's in the evening, and so the stores are all closed
Right.
downtown, so there really wasn't a parking issue anyway.
Right, yeah. It was just nice to be able to park around there. But, like I said, Casino Night is a great event, and it is for a great cause, and there's a lot
It
going
really
on.
is.
So, between music and food and the games and just coming dressed up and ready to have some fun, those are all, it's a great way to spend a Friday evening.
It is a lot of fun. It just is.
So, Plinko, like for those non-adventurous
Sure.
people, but it's funny because even our heavier gamblers will be ready to go play some Plinko
Yeah.
too and just take their chances,
And you really don't have to. One thing I think the questions that I've had is, well, I don't know anything about gambling.
Right. And the nice thing is, so all of our dealers are volunteer. We're playing with play money. We're playing with
Play money.
Y coins. And all of our dealers do a really fantastic job of explaining the game to
Yep.
you and helping you work through it. So, even if you've never played roulette or craps before, most of us haven't played those. Most of us could probably figure out blackjack, but poker and stuff. But our dealers do such a nice job, and so you don't have to worry about it because you
No.
can come in as a non-player and you can walk out of there and have played and had some fun playing and learning the game,
Sure.
and and just having some fun. So
Everybody's just laughs and blackjack. Really, you just sit there and decide whether you want another hit or not. The dealer does all the work.
Right, yeah. So, don't be worried about
No.
that because it really is a good atmosphere to come in and learn how to play some of the games at least. And we do have some, some special rules for the night that we put into place to make it, so a poker game doesn't last 3 hours,
Well, sure,
So,
sure.
And we have quite a few tables, and so people will be up and down, and some people decide to sit with a dealer all night, and
and maybe, I think it's a perfect date night.
yes.
And so, you can bring your husband, your wife, your friend, your partner, whoever. And if one of you wants to play games, the other one, there's a ton of people just to stand around and visit.
Right, yes.
You can stand up and have a drink. You can go get some hors d'oeuvres, and there's plenty of places to sit and enjoy the evening, even if you're not at a game.
And a date night is great, and it's also a great night for the girlfriends or the,
It is.
we had a group of, 5 women friends that just came out, and they had so much fun the first year, and they were just, and most of us didn't know anything about,
Sure.
I was actually, for the first one, I was actually over at my friend's house, who's one of our dealers now, and he's teaching me how to play roulette and craps so that I
Right.
can at least then go and and give some information. So, we're all but this is our 3rd year now. We've got this down and we've figured it out, and hopefully the community has figured it out, and everybody who's come the last couple of years have really jumped in and are going to be back. And
So we're looking forward to this being an annual event.
Yes.
Very good. So it's $40 for each person.
Yes.
And that covers your meal, startup tokens, the whole
The
environment.
meals, yep, startup tokens, cash card is obvious, but then the music and everything
whole
is
entertainment.
Yeah, so
Yep.
if you lose all your money and you have to buy in some more, or your cash bar, that would be the extra.
Goes to a good cause.
Yeah, and
That's
then of
right.
course bidding on silent auctions
That's
and
right.
stuff. So
which is fun too.
yeah, I mean that's another gamble, right?
It is. It is. So right now the push is for people to be getting their tickets, right?
Yes.
How do they do that?
So you can stop by the Y. That's one way. You can actually purchase tickets online.
New.
Yes. So if you haven't been to our new Y website, the website is the same address, but it's all updated. So and you can sign up for classes online now. Girls basketball sign-ups going on, so you can sign up for girls basketball online, but you can purchase your tickets online, so you don't even have to, and you can also call. So the Y,
Call and pay over the phone with your card.
Yeah, so we make it as easy as possible now. And I will, you'll start seeing I know we saw it last night, and if you follow the Y on Facebook, the link went out last night. So
Good.
And Lindsay even tried it to make sure that it all
Very
connected
good.
and stuff. So we were ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll.
And don't worry if you call or do it over the phone. We're going to keep a list of people. So at the door, you just give them your name and you're in.
Yep, you won't have to have that physical ticket or receipts on your phone too.
Sure.
So
don't worry about that.
But so there'll be a roster list of who signed up, and
I'm looking forward
really
to it.
encourage people to grab a set of friends and come out and join us. So
it's a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Really, really is a lot of fun. Well, thank you, Amy. Anything we forgot to say?
Well,
Get your tickets now.
Get your tickets now. Call if you need more information. You can talk with me, and there's Nicole, and Diana will be around too, and Lindsay. All of us can kind of give you, and Jocelyn can give you some information on the event if you need more information.
Yep.
And then the following week is trivia night. So.
Oh well, you better give that a plug because I love that too.
So our trivia night for our youth and teen program. So like I had mentioned earlier, we do about 80 hours of free middle school programming. And they don't even have to be members. They can come, and that's a month. Every day for 3 hours, we have staff there doing activities, enrichment activities, and clubs, and homework support, and all of that stuff.
Learning core values.
Yes. So that's November 15th, and we're taking T-Bowl registrations now, and we're at the Rendezvous again, and we've been there for, this is probably 7 years now.
Probably.
Again.
So they can, if they want to get a table, they can put together a table.
They can email me. They can just call the Y2 and get my voicemail. So I make that fairly easy, and you'll pay at the event.
When you get there. That's so handy.
Yep, you'll just
rather
pay
than
at the
trying to
event.
collect money
Yeah.
from your whole
No,
team. Yeah. Now, what if you only have a small group and not quite a full table? Can you join another table?
You
can you just
if
do your own?
if there sometimes there's enough, and it's not an advantage to only have 3 people on your team. So if that's what you come with, that's what you come with.
Sure.
And I don't make you pay for the entire table, so I only make you pay per person.
Per person.
If there's only 3 or 6 of you, then that you'll pay $10 a person. So
we ran short and grabbed Charles Potter.
yeah,
to be
that was
our-
probably
to be our eighth.
That was probably an advantage.
Yes, it was. That's right.
Usually, people who are coming to trivia nights as singles just couples,
Yeah.
they're an advantage to have on your team. So.
That's right. Bring your own snacks and hors d'oeuvres and buy your drinks there.
Buy your drinks there.
Yep.
So
it's a lot of fun too.
yeah, if I'm involved, it's going to be fun.
It is. It is. You always say everything that has anything to do with fun at the Y is probably you.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, Amy. Sounds like some good stuff. We got trivia night, but that'll be after.
Yes.
First thing is casino night,
First
so
thing
you
is
want to
casino night,
concentrate on that, and that'll help families be able to get a membership and be involved in mainstream life in the community. And isn't that what we all want?
Yes, it is.
Very good. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Well, I've got a couple of save the dates while we get ready to transition from Amy to our next guest. The first thing is the Vintners Dinner. They do this every year, United Way does, to support the Kids First Fund. The Kids First Fund, if you're not familiar, is a fund that is available that is for children that want to be involved in things like soccer or band or camp or I'm trying to think, chess club or whatever the different things are that you might need to have a small item. Maybe you need soccer shoes or maybe you need a camp scholarship or something. Well, teachers can make a referral, or you could just call the United Way yourself, and they have a small fund that will help youth in our community be able to be involved and be able to do things that all of their peers are doing. And that is something that's really neat. And this fund is through United Way. And so they every year have to raise money. So they'll do different things like they will have pancake breakfast occasionally, or they will have the vintner's dinner. It's right there. It's just pinched. Sorry, I'm talking on the side here. So the Vintner's Dinner, October 22nd, and that's going to support the Kids First Fund. It's going to be at Geneva Country Club. There'll be a social hour and dinner, all to support this fund that will help youth be able to be involved in activities in Muscatine. The next thing I want you to save the date for, and boy, these dates are coming up fast, is Senior Resources is having an open house a week from Thursday, October 24th. They've got a lot of different things out there that they do for seniors. So if you have an opportunity to stop in from 5 to 7, October 24th, they're going to have some treats. You can take a tour of the facility and learn about all the different things that they do for seniors in Muscatine, and it's a lot of things. Next, please save the date for Symphony of Treasures. October 26th, this is going to be going on. And it's going to be, they're going to have appraisals and auctions, and it's going to be a very unique experience. I think a lot of people are really looking forward to this. You should be seeing this coming up on Facebook, I'm trying to think of where else I've seen it at. I think I saw something in the paper on this. So it's collectibles and delectables. So you can bring an item that you own that you think is valuable. Maybe it's an antique, something like that. And they're going to do appraisals right there, which I think is really neat. And then there'll be some auctions going on too. A silent auction, that Schroeder Auctions is going to be doing that. So the tickets for that are $35, and there'll be hors d'oeuvres and a cash bar available. And next, save the date. Boy, that week of October is going to be crazy. October 26th, the same date as the Symphony of Treasures, is a trout release at Discovery. So if you've ever been to the pond out at the Muscatine County Conservation, the Discovery Park, every once in a while they'll do a trout release there, and that is a really neat event if you haven't had a chance to be involved and see that. And I got a couple other things I was going to save till the end, but we have Holly Brugman here, and she's going to talk to us about Halloween at the Y, which is going to be here before we know it. Welcome, Holly.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, yeah. So Halloween at the Y is going to be, is it a week from Friday?
Yes.
Oh, my
Friday,
goodness.
October 25th this year.
Oh, goodness. It's so nice to have it back at the Y, isn't it?
It really is. It really is.
We had
it's
it.
Great to have it at MC.
Yes.
They were great hosts, but it was nice to be back home.
Were we there 1 year or two?
2 years.
2 years
While
while we were remodeled.
Expansion.
Yeah. Oh, neat. I love this Cleo the cat.
Yeah, he's popular. She's popular.
Is it a girl?
Yes.
Okay. And some of our staff, Robin, we got to give a shout out to Robin.
Definitely.
And who helped her?
I think Kay helped her.
Kay helped her.
That whole-
They made this whole fence out of white PVC pipe and painted it black, and it looks like this scary haunted.
Spider webs up.
I know,
and
it's
witch
so
standing there in
neat.
front of it. It's all really cool.
So that's really a visual that it's time to get your tickets,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
what do we need to know about tickets?
So tickets are available at the Y Business Desk. You can get them by stopping in and picking them up in person,
Uh-huh.
or you can call and kind of reserve them over the phone if you're a little bit worried, because sometimes they do sell out. They're $2 a piece. Any kids need tickets, but adults do not need tickets for the
Very
event.
good.
So yeah, just come in and get your tickets as soon as possible. Like I said, they do oftentimes sell out for Halloween at the Y.
Sure.
Definitely want kids to be able to come if they want to
Yeah.
come.
How many tickets do you have? So there's 2 sessions, right?
Yes, we do it in 2 sessions to allow more kids to be able
Okay.
to attend. So there's a session that starts at 5 o'clock and goes till 6:30, and then we have a break, like a half-hour break in between, and then the second session starts up at 7 o'clock and goes till 8:30.
Okay. And how many children at each one?
We sell 400 tickets for each session.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a packed building.
It's the biggest event we have, isn't it?
I think so.
It really is full. If you've never been there, there's a lot going on.
There really is.
And the community, I just think what's so neat about a lot of the programs that we do, including Halloween at the Y, is how the community comes together. This couldn't be happening without community support.
Absolutely. The entire event is based around community support. The participating businesses, they're the ones that come in and provide the activities for the kids to do, all of the door prizes that we provide for the kids, and all of the supplies that go into bringing the event and putting it on. That's all donated by local businesses who either sponsor or contribute items to the event. So we definitely wouldn't be able to do it without the support of our
Sure.
community, and they really do support this event.
They do.
It's awesome.
So the children come in and they just go around the Y, and every few inches is another business or organization that's doing some type of a craft or a fun game or something with the children.
Yeah, so we have our main gym area, which has about 19 tables in there.
Okay.
It's probably the biggest area, and that's where everybody kind of tends to go first because it's right there as you come in the doors. And then we also have some activities down in the racquetball court area and in our east gym area as well.
Okay.
And new this year, we have a haunted hallway that we're going to kind of decorate and make all spooky in between the racquetball area and the east gym area.
Oh, very good.
So,
So what about supper? Do they need to eat before they come, or?
I mean, we have food there. We're going to
Okay.
have breaded chicken sandwiches and nachos. We have popcorn for free. But the other nominally priced food is kind of just to kind of help us break
Just to-
even on the event and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not a fundraiser. Halloween at the Y is not something that we're trying to raise money on. We're just trying to be able to bring this safe indoor trick-or-treat opportunity to kids in Muscatine.
So it's a break even. We
Yeah.
just hope to break even every year.
Yeah,
Yeah. And you're right, we couldn't do that without the community.
absolutely not. Absolutely
way.
not.
So we have some sponsors that help with the ads, with the T-shirts for the businesses. Who are the sponsors this year?
So this year we have First National Bank, who I want to give a shout out to because they have sponsored every year since Halloween at the Y started.
In 2001 we started,
Yes,
didn't we?
Yes, this
So-
is the 19th year. They
Wow.
have sponsored every single year.
That's great.
That is really, really cool. And then we have Culver's, who sponsors this year. They've also sponsored several years previously. A Central Credit Union, Trinity Muscatine Public Health, they sponsor. A new sponsor this year is Soderstrom Skin Institute.
Oh, okay.
So it's nice to have them on board. And also Lindy. They're sponsoring this year, and they haven't sponsored in the past. Olson Family Dental is sponsoring this year. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anyone. Bear. They provide our trick-or-treat bags. And
Oh, yes.
they've done that for a really long time, too.
They
so
have,
I should give
haven't
them
they?
a nod as well.
Uh-huh.
And then Discover Muscatine partners with us for the ads. And so they kind of do an ads match for us and help us, make sure that we're helping to promote the event and let everybody know that the tickets are on sale and all that kind of good stuff. So,
Which is huge.
yes, big help. So they count as a sponsor as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need them to be able to provide this, don't
Yeah,
we?
we definitely need.
And then door prizes. Do you give out door prizes too, right?
Yep, and those all come from contributions from different businesses. Pizza Ranch, Rose Bowl gave us a bunch of free bowling coupons for the
Oh,
kids.
nice.
Yeah, really nice stuff. Several businesses, Happy Joe's. Should have brought a list. I know I'm gonna forget.
Oh, I
people.
know. I was trying to think of some of the activities too.
Yeah, so I actually did remember to bring that with me. So I
Okay.
have a list of some of the things. Some of the businesses, when they register, don't always know what they're going to do right off the bat because they, want to look up and find something kind of fun and cool.
Sure.
But some of them did when they registered, and so I have some beanbag tosses. LSI Hopes is going to do lollipop ghosts. Muscatine Police Department participates in our kiddie carnival area, which is an area that we have
nice.
especially for kids 5 and under.
Toddlers.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
sure.
some of the activities are a little bit hard for them to do. So that area is really specifically just for the 5 and unders. It's all activities that are at their ability level and so they can have some fun too.
Well, yeah.
There's a little bounce house in there, and the Muscatine Police Department always sets up and has a little lollipop tree in that area.
Oh, that's cute.
So yeah, that's really pretty cool. I have a pumpkin craft, a marshmallow toss, pumpkin patch musical chairs, which sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does.
We haven't had anyone do a cupcake walk for a while, but someone has signed up to do a cupcake walk.
Oh.
For a lot of years, that's what Family Resources did.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're gonna see how that works out this year. That would be pretty fun. Most public libraries bring in their big blue blocks.
Oh, are they?
So
Where are they going to be at?
They'll be in a racquetball court with all the big blue blocks for the kids to play with.
The kids love those.
They really do. Mm-hmm. They really do. Papa Murphy's will be there again. They hand out the cookie dough.
Oh yeah,
so that's always
that goes like crazy.
It's always really popular. I can't remember how much she says that they bring, but it is just like 3 or 4 of these big white totes of just nothing but cookie dough, and they go through it. I mean, it's pretty popular.
I don't think they take any back with them.
Probably not a lot.
No.
And then Rendezvous is participating for the first time this year, and she's bringing cookies too.
Fun.
Yeah, cookies and temporary tattoos. So that'll be pretty cool.
Well, yeah.
Marine Credit Union is doing a fishing game. They're new this year as well. Subway is participating this year. They haven't participated in the past. They're going to do face painting.
Oh, the kids love that face painting too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, pumpkin bowling, 4 Oaks Family Connections. That's another new one this year. We have several new businesses actually participating this year, which is really nice to see new people coming on board and being a part of Halloween at the Y.
It is. I can't believe 19 years. Yeah. You'll have to do something special next year for the 20th.
For the 20th, yeah. Yeah, and it just, it keeps on getting bigger and, getting the support of the community year after year. So, I think it's something that, Muscatine looks forward to, and it's a nice indoor trick-or-treating opportunity for kids here. And, you live in Iowa, you never know what the weather's going to be like for outdoor trick-or-treating. No. It could be cold and rainy, or, at least for Halloween at the Y, your kids are going to be dry, they're going to be warm, they're going to be in a safe, well-lit environment. Yeah. So it's definitely.
I think some people have gotten off from letting the kids just go. I mean, when we were kids, we just grabbed a sack and went off, and our parents never thought another thing of it.
Right.
But it's not necessarily like that anymore.
Yeah.
So this is something that they can still do. So the kids come dressed up?
Yes, absolutely. We welcome anybody to come dressed up, actually, if the businesses want to dress up. And last year, Gentle Family Dentist dressed as the
I think
we
have
Ninja Turtles.
A picture of that.
Yeah, I think they're on the program, the Y program.
Yep.
And then there's a family dressed up as Mickey Mouse. So we do have some families that really get into it and come dressed all as a theme together, which is always really awesome to see. So yeah, we encourage everybody to dress up if they want to. So definitely the kids.
Now there's not a contest this year though, right? But there has been.
No, we did that one year. I think we did that for the 15th. So maybe that's something we'll look at for next year for the 20th, doing some kind of a little costume contest. But that was a lot of fun.
So they need to get a ticket, $2 a piece for children. If they're under 2, they don't need a ticket. Is that true?
I think under 1 they don't
under
need a
1
ticket.
They don't
2
need
and over they need tickets.
2 and over they need a ticket, but not the parents.
Right.
Okay. So they need to get their tickets, and there's that picture. See if he can make it smaller so we can all see it.
Oh, it's so funny.
So last year isn't that neat? Yeah, that's
such
fun.
A cool picture.
Oh yeah, it is. So they need to get the tickets, $2 a piece for the children 2 and up, but not for the parents.
Right.
And they could pick which session.
Yes, so early session or the later session, either one. We do ask that for convenience to come with your tickets filled out. It's just the name and the age of the child, and that helps us when we do door prizes. So when you come in, you just drop your ticket in the bucket, and that will go right in for the door prize drawing. And then we just draw door prizes for throughout both sessions. So definitely before you leave, make sure you check up on the board to make sure that your ticket's not been chosen.
And they don't need to have a stub for that. They just need to look at their child's name.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
Very easy.
And the age is on there, their name and age, just in case there was a door prize that was a little more age related.
Right. Sometimes we have ones that are more geared towards girls, more geared towards boys, toddlers, older kids. So we want to make sure we, try to match that up a little bit.
Yeah. And as a grandma, I think this is fun to come with your adult children and your grandkids, because you can walk around with them, and of course you'll be carrying a few things by the end of the night.
Probably.
But it is something that we see entire families coming to.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you want to watch your children have fun.
Yeah.
You know, and other children.
Yep.
Yeah, and they do have a ton of fun. In an hour and a half, it's not very long, so you're not committing to an entire evening.
Right.
And an hour and a half really for youth dressed up in costume, that really is enough.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily, sometimes you might think that's not enough, or you might think it's too much, but it really is about right, isn't it?
I think so. Some of the costumes get a little fussy. They get hot. The
Yeah.
makeup starts to run. You know, they're moving around and fidgeting, and it's
Yeah.
hard to keep it all together sometimes.
It is. And the half hour in between, we asked the first group to leave, so that way there could be a parking place for the next.
And that
right.
just helps clear out some of the parking, so that those second session guests have an opportunity to get a spot. You know,
Sure,
and not have to
sure.
park 1,000 miles away.
I know. Yeah. Because it really is. It'll be full.
Yeah.
Every spot will be full. But you'll be able to find a spot to park because we have a bigger parking lot now. So.
Yeah. It is a little bit bigger,
Yep.
so it should be a little bit better.
Yep, that's right. Anything that we're forgetting?
Oh gosh, I don't think so.
Okay.
We gave a shout out to the sponsors. Definitely
Yep.
want to make sure that we thank everybody for
Oh,
their
man,
support
yeah.
of this event. It's so
Yep.
awesome. We couldn't do it without the support of the community. Definitely.
That's right. That's right. Very good. Well, thank you, Holly.
Thank
I know
you.
it's like putting on a wedding
It
every
is.
year. So I know you work really hard
It's
on
a lot
this.
of fun, and it's totally worth it when you see the look on the kids' faces.
Oh, it
though.
is. It is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I just have a couple of more save the dates to round out the rest of the evening. Next Tuesday, our guests are going to be Chris Anderson, and he's with Paint the Pearl. We're going to learn more about that project. And Amy Borgstein, she is with Boy Scouts of America, and she's going to talk to us about their program. This Thursday night is a Muscatine City Council meeting at 7 p.m. And I just shared at the beginning of the evening about the next Coffee with the Mayor at Bickford. And that's going to be October 21 at 9 a.m. at Bickford. And even though we're at Bickford and we'll be talking with the guests there, then you can go ahead and come even if you don't live at Bickford or you don't have a family person at Bickford. The community's welcome to join in. This is when we were at Lutheran Homes last week, or I guess it was about a week and a half ago we were at Lutheran Homes. And it was just a lot of fun. We just sit and talk and ask questions and answer questions and share some ideas. We got some good ideas. This was our ribbon cutting that we did at Muscatine Power and Water. You can see a little bit about their, entryway there. What do they call that? Their lobby. There's the word, the lobby. But that was when Gage Houston was doing the ribbon cutting there, cutting with the big blue scissors for the open house that they had there. So that was a lot of fun. But we do have save the date here for our next Coffee with the Mayor, which is going to be at Bickford, October 21, which is going to be next Monday. Coming up Monday at Bickford, 9 a.m. You know, Bickford is on Cedar Street. It's the one that's right there by the high school. So you should be able to find that easy enough, 2807 Cedar. So as we round out the evening, I just wanted to share one thing. I didn't get a chance to send a flyer over to Chad on this, but it's Christmas is going to be here before we know it. And as we know, the Salvation Army of Muscatine does a lot to support families here in our community. And one of the things that they have done for many, many years is they have provided Christmas baskets for the families that need assistance with that. So that provides a Christmas dinner, a meal, as well as gifts for the children. So sign up for that is happening October 16th, 17th, and 18th. There'll be these 3 days in October. There will also be 3 days in November. And what I wanted to share with you is this year it's a little bit different. It used to be that you had an appointment to go in and meet with the the staff person at Salvation Army to talk about the program. But it's a little bit different this year. There's no appointment necessary. It's just walk right on in. So 9 a.m. to 11:45, 1 to 3, and 5 to 8. October 16, 17, and 18. So come on over, please. If your family is someone who could use assistance at Christmas time, our community is extremely generous, always has been, I assume always will be. Very giving, very much kind and caring towards one another. So we want you, if your family could use help at Christmas time, to please come and sign up, because that's something that's very important. So October 16, 17, and 18, just come on down. Bring a driver's license or a picture ID for each adult who lives in your home, a medical card for the children, show like a food stamp card or a WIC card, and proof of residency, because all of the support that Salvation Army does is for Muscatine County. So we appreciate you joining us tonight. If you have any questions on, I know sometimes we shout out a lot of things throughout the show, and maybe you didn't catch it or hear it or want more information, please reach out and just call or email me, text me anytime you like, and I'd be happy to share what I know about it or find more information for you. You can always reach me on my cell phone, 260-7515. And if not, you can send me an email or reach me through Facebook. So please reach out if I can help you in any way. We love to have you join us here on Our City, and we are looking forward to seeing you again next week. Have a wonderful week, stay warm, and enjoy each other's company. Good evening.